Alright, what's up guys? Happy Easter. Hope you're having a good weekend, and we'll jump in here to the weekly watch list video for the week of April 18th. And, not too much has changed here. The S&P 500, the QQQs, the semiconductors, the big tech stocks, they all look pretty suspect here. I've got sell signals, and I'll show you real quick. At the moment, I've got sell signals on the S&P 500. I've got sell signals on the QQQ. I've got them on the small caps. I got them on XLK. I've got them on XLF, the financials. And we've got them here on the semiconductors, on the industrials, the transports. So point being, a lot of the market right now has got a bearish structure. And what you want to do with bearish structure is look to short the bounces. So we can probably just do a whole separate video tomorrow talking about the short side. Which I do think is a good idea because I got my watch list right here. There's some pretty good shorts out there. We could run through a few of them real quick, but you got names like JD, bearish daily squeeze at the sell signals. There's EA Sports. There is Neo. There is TTD. There is Chewy. A lot of shortable setups out there. However, what we've been focusing on for the last month or so are the uptrends in the market. And there's still plenty of action to be taken, I think, in those trends. So I'll show you a few of those. Now, last week, we did take profits on DBA. So we got the push we were looking for there. But I still think a great trend. So if this bad boy could pull back, we'll jump right back into DBA. We also took profits last week on our energy calls, called debit spread, rather. And we took profits on Raytheon. So you're going to notice a theme here. These are uptrends, they're bullish daily squeezes, they're stacked DMAs. It's the good stuff. So for the week ahead here, y'all, first and foremost, the energy sector. Not much has changed, and as long as nothing is changing, I think you're looking for action here into higher prices. Take your pick. I'm trying to think of what's the cleanest name here in energy. And I guess that's up for debate. Chevron looks phenomenal. So I think you could buy a dip on Chevron. But then you have EOG. And EOG looks great. Then I think Oxy, which you've got a position here on Oxy in the options room. That's a beautiful daily squeeze. So generally speaking, for conversation's sake, into mid-May, if XLE's up here at $85, probably means that EOG and Chevron and Devon and Fang. There's another great setup in Fang. If XLE makes that move, they probably all make that move. So keep an eye on anything you might happen to like here in energy, or just keep it simple. Wait for a dip on XLE and pick up some calls here at the 21 EMA. But energy looks awesome, so that is going to be on the radar. And then for a few more sectors here, how about healthcare? I still think healthcare looks awesome. We're back above the moving averages. They're stacked DMAs. So with that being said, you check out a few of the healthcare stocks here. UNH looks really strong. Johnson & Johnson looks really solid. That's a great daily squeeze. And then keep in mind, we got to dance around earnings here, which always kind of sucks. So at least keep that in mind. But UNH looks great. Johnson & Johnson looks great. Here's my pick for healthcare, Pfizer. So we bought some Pfizer on the dip last week. I think a great setup. So the thought process here is, if the group itself continues to trade higher, and at the moment, based on the trend, structure, and momentum, we're looking for higher prices. If that's going to be the case, then UNH and ABBV and pretty much everything in the basket here should trade higher as well. So take a good-looking sector and then take a setup like Pfizer, where you've got the weekly and the daily stacked EMAs. You got the green 10x bars, and there's a brand new daily squeeze here with the buy signals. Very solid stuff. So we're long Pfizer, looking for a push here into 56. That's our pick for now as far as healthcare goes. Next up, guys, is XLP, the consumer staples. No luck. No luck as far as getting a pullback just yet. But when we do, we're looking to take action. So as far as XLP, there's a few here that I like. The one that we've been trading the most has been Altria. which is still rock solid. I think any pullback into like 53, 54-ish, I think it makes for a good opportunity. So we've been ping-ponging this thing back and forth. Buy it at 21, take profits on the pop, buy it again, take profits on the pop. Between the options room and the mastery, I think we had like 4 or 5 trades there. So Altria looks awesome. Would love to jump right back in. Then you've got Costco. Like really solid setup. You got the green lights everywhere. And then there's Walmart. Very strong trend. So energy, healthcare, XLP, and then the materials, XLB, looking pretty solid as well. Brand new daily squeeze. Got the stacked DMAs. Pretty good stuff here, guys. So as far as XLB goes, there's actually a lot to consider here. One that I really like is Freeport. And again, this is perfect, but you got earnings coming up here in a few days. So it makes it a little bit tough to operate. But I think Freeport looks awesome. Then you've got NEM. Very nice trend. I'd buy that on a pullback. I would like to buy Nucor on a pullback. Then you've got CLF. Perfect. Like literally picture perfect daily squeeze. Do I want to jump in here? 3 to 4 days away from earnings? I'm not too sure. So that's one dilemma we got to work with right now. There's plenty of trend out there. There's plenty of buy signals out there. And there's actually plenty of opportunity to take right now. Meaning while there's things like natural gas, UNG, I want to buy that, but I'm going to buy it on the next pullback. Then you've got names, again, like CLF, where, okay, we could actually take action here. But earnings makes it all a little bit difficult. So materials as a general statement looks really good here. To get a little bit more, dive a little bit deeper, I really think you want to focus on the steel stocks. That's where you got some great setups right now. So in both rooms, we got a position at the moment on US Steel, which is the ticker X. This is just about perfect, in my opinion, of course. We got the buy signals, we got a beautiful trend, daily squeeze, got the stacked DMAs. So depending where this opens tomorrow, you do have earnings coming up at the end of the month. If this opens up anywhere tomorrow near that 21 EMA, I think it might be good for an entry and a nice push here into the earnings announcement. So we got some X, but another one you could look at here is Stld. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. So a few more for you guys here. I showed you we got a position in Oxy, but I try to bring you actionable ideas in these videos. So going back to UNG, buy the dip to the 21 EMA. That's my advice. That doesn't really give you too much to go out there and work with and make money on this week. So in terms of actionable advice, energy looks great, Oxy looks great, and we don't got to worry about earnings in a few weeks here. So I think with the brand new daily squeeze and squeezes on the 4-hour, 2-hour, 60-minute, 30-minute time frame, and some buy signals, this is looking pretty good here for a push into 65. So keep an eye on X, keep an eye on Oxy. Then I think you want to keep an eye on, believe it or not, Aflac, the big duck. Now, Aflac has earnings on April 27th. So that is going to be, let's see, 27th. That'll be a week from this Wednesday. I think that gives you some decent time here to try to catch a push into about $67. Now, we don't have a trade here just yet, but I do think we might price out a few trades here, totally depending on where we open tomorrow. But we got some buy signals. We got a daily squeeze. There's actually a lot of squeezes here. 3-day, daily, 4-hour, 2-hour, 60-minute, 15-minute. So Aflac looks pretty good. And if you look at Travelers here, kind of the same space. This looks amazing. But you got earnings here on the 19th. So not too much room to work with there. So I do like Aflac. Now, I show you this because it's a good setup, and the plan, at least for now, is to try to trade it. But I really show you this to show you guys that there's plenty of great-looking opportunity out there to the upside. It's just not in, the quote-unquote favorites. So if you're a newer trader, let's just say, you started trading back in 2020, well, there's a pretty good chance all you traded was, the FANG stocks, the semiconductor stocks like Nvidia, AMD. For those of you in my mastery right now, we've got a watch list of, 30 to 40 setups on there that are all in perfect uptrends. They've got the, the ultimate combination of trend, structure, momentum with the buy signals. It's all over the place. It's just in some quote-unquote goofy spots. Right, now trading Aflac, that doesn't sound as sexy as trading Microsoft. Well, guess what? If I got to get long tomorrow, Microsoft is under the 21 with sell signals and negatively stacked EMAs. So do I want to get long Microsoft because it's Microsoft, or do I want to get long Aflac because of the buy signals? Well, I want to get long Aflac. I've never traded DBA before. Like never. That was the first time I even really looked at this in my 10 years of trading. But there's some good trend and structure. I've never traded Raytheon before, ever. That was a great trade. Never traded Altria before. So the point being is, a lot of what worked really well last year and the year beforehand, in the big tech stocks and the semiconductor stocks, a lot of that is still working great if you know where to look. Energy, healthcare, materials, steel, the list goes on. And again, for those of you in my mastery, check out the room drive. We got the updated watch list posted earlier this afternoon. But there you have it, guys. A few suggestions for tomorrow and the week ahead. I think energy looks amazing, so keep on focusing on energy. I think the healthcare sector definitely offers some edge here, and our pick for healthcare at the moment is Pfizer. Then you got the material sector. Brand new daily squeeze, so names like Nucor, names like NEM, X, Stld, all very bullish. Then you've got Aflac. Then you got Oxy. Oxy is my pick at the moment as far as the energy sector goes. But there you have it, guys. It is NBA playoffs, so I'm going to get back to the couch. But as always, I appreciate y'all watching, and I appreciate each of you subscribing. And, every now and then I'll kind of go through the comments here. And more to see a lot of you guys and gals, watching these videos, taking these setups, and then on your own, taking action. It's a beautiful thing to see. So I appreciate you being a subscriber. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. For those of you in the options room, I'll see you tomorrow morning for the open, and we are back to work. Talk to you guys soon.